Hello, welcome to this instructional video which will show you how to best use your new Headcount report. I'm currently logged in as Isla, who is a dummy manager in the system. You can see that on Isla's executive dashboard there is a report called the QBE Global Headcount Report. A dashboard is a collection of similarly themed reports and analytics. Dashboards provide a high-level summarized overview of the data that you are allowed to report on as part of your role in the business and in the system. You can then drill down into the detail of the data, apply filters, and sort data by a variety of attributes. In this short video, I will show you how to, firstly, interpret the dashboard analytics view of the Global Headcount Report. Secondly, filter data and sort it to meet the reporting requirements of your area of the business. And thirdly, save these filters, meaning that you can use one single headcount report to meet all of your reporting needs today and into the future. Okay, let's take a look at the QBE Global Headcount Report. You can see that the report is broken up into two sections. The top is a visual representation of the data, and underneath is the corresponding tabular representation of the data. In this example, Isla is the manager either directly or indirectly of 11 headcount. You can see this very clearly in the chart. This report is broken down by division. So here you can see that of the 11 headcount that Isla is a manager, either directly or indirectly to, 6 of these have a division of LATAM, 2 have a division of AP, 2 have a division of EO, and 1 has a division of ANZO. By hovering over the relevant section of the chart, you can then actually click with your left mouse key, and you can view this information by other attributes. So for example, of the 6 LATAM headcount that report to Isla, I'd like to see this by gender. I simply click on gender and it will automatically recut the data and show me with the gender as one of the components. So of the 6 who have a division equal to LATAM, I can see that 4 are female and 2 are male. I may also want to add an additional component to this. For example, let's look at the roles at QBE level. By clicking refresh, again, it recuts the data and it provides me a different view and a different breakdown of the information. So for example, of the 6 headcount that report to Isla, 4 of whom I know are female, I can see that 2 of these are a level 6, 1 is a level 4, and 1 is a level 3. If I actually wanted to see more information and I want to know who is that one person, you can see it's a blue hyperlink. If I click on the blue hyperlink, it actually opens up the information about that single worker. I can then export this information to PDF or to Excel. And that's consistent with all of these different analytics. Wherever you see the printer, you can actually export to PDF. Wherever you see the Excel, you can export to Excel. You can also create additional charts. So for example, of this gender by roles at QBE level, if I click on the chart icon, it will actually take these 6 people where division equals LATAM and it will break them out into a further chart as so. Okay, let me close this window. Now you know how to interpret the high-level overview of the data. Now I'm going to get into a little bit more detail. You can see at the bottom of the report there's a View More link. I would always urge you to use View More rather than trying to do the analysis using this table. The performance is slightly better. Once I click on View More, you'll see that a new window opens up And along the left here are a number of filters that you can actually apply to the overall data which appears here. For example, of the 11 direct and indirect reports that Isla has, you may wish to see this by location. Now you'll see that if I look at location here in the filter, it's already pulling up the locations that these people sit in, and in brackets it actually tells me how many sit where. So I know that 10 of these 11 people actually sit in Chipley Square. If I apply the filter of those 10 people, it actually then breaks it down further by division. If I wanted to see my 11 people by compensation grade, I can select the relevant values, and you can select more than one value if you wish. And again, it will update the chart, it will update the data, and again you have the opportunity, if you wish, to click on the hyperlink number and see the full data about the people. You can also clear the filters by clicking on the Clear All button. Now, let's say I wanted to save a filter. So every single month I have to report on the number of females who have a ROSA QBE level of 1. You can see that there is one person who sits in this category. Again, if I want to see that information, I can simply click on the number 1. However, what I would like to do is actually save this search. I know that I'm going to have to run it every single month, therefore by saving it, it makes it much easier for me. By clicking on Save, I enter the name of my filter, click on OK, and I now have a filter that I can use ongoing whenever I need to. If I want to see other filters, I click on Open, and you can see there are some additional filters in here that I've set up previously. For example, I would like to know all females who are either a level 1 or a level 3. In this scenario there are 2. I can again clear all my filters, and it will bring me back to my original number of workers, which is 11. By using all of these filters along the left, you can actually create multiple reports and save them as filters in this one single report. One more thing to point out. The filters that appear along the left here are actually driven by security in the system. So for example, a manager may not have access to see things such as age or date of birth. That is why Isla does not have the ability here to filter on age group. However, if I were to log in as somebody from HR who has access to that data, they would also see an additional filter in here which is called age group. Thank you for listening. I hope that you found this useful and informative.